Hey guys, welcome back to another Moondog Trading video. Tonight's video, we're just going to give a quick update on Bitcoin. And we're also going to do SUI, which I never really charted SUI before. So that's something we're going to do. I'm just going to do it off the fly. Someone in the comments asked me to do it. Also, I got some comments in my video to maybe possibly start going live. So maybe that's something I'll do here in the future too as well. Also, to do some crypto stocks, like Clean Spark and maybe Riot and some of the other ones that we got there. But right now we're looking at the Bitcoin chart, guys. And we talked about in yesterday's video, which this was yesterday's candle, it possibly going down to the 95 500 area, which was based on this fib. And that's exactly what we got, guys. We got it coming down, right? And I talked about riding this trend and possibly a little bit of sideways and a little bit of up, but not much movement. I didn't think there was much movement based on some of the things we were looking at. And look at that, guys. We got the bounce right off the fib at that 95, 600 area, 95, 500 and 80 area, whatever, close to that, right? Let's see. Yeah, 560. So that's what we were looking for a possible just short term there, guys. It's not something like, it's going to bounce and take off from here. But, we did assume that we could possibly get a little bit of sideways and a bounce there and have it pop up from there. And it looks like even on the stochastic on the daily, this will be turning up as long as we're above, 93,600, which, that changes as the candles go on. Let's check the weekly on that, actually. Let me see what the weekly is doing. Let's look here. Let's see what we got. Sorry about some of these lines. This is from the video the other night, right? Yeah, this is still at 103 because we still have 2 days and 22 hours. So, guys, if we can start breaking on Bitcoin above that, 102, 500, let's say 103 area on a higher term time frame, Bitcoin could really start making some moves here, and possibly holding. We want to see a hold there. But right now we're getting that. And the way I got this fib, guys, I took a fib, and this is just basically a 618 golden pocket. I took it from the bottom of the move to the top of this, just one candle. And this is just a short-term move. But you can see how we hit it perfect. We talked about that, hitting that, riding this trend, which we're currently still riding. You can see how we rode this trend. Let me get rid of that because that's nothing. You can see how we're riding this trend from back here. Boom, boom, boom. Hit this point right here. And now we're hitting this, and we're still riding it up. Let's see if we can pop back above, especially the 102,500, which we have on my chart, on a higher term time frame, and possibly get above that 103 area we talked about. And then, testing these all-time highs again. So let's see if that's possible for Bitcoin. Those are the things that I'm looking at right now. Let's check the MACD. The MACD is still turning up. If we can get across on that MACD, guys, you saw my other video from the other day, how we talked about, you saw that what I was deleting, though, those lines. That was from the video the other day, how we showed how these MACD, you know what? I'm going to do a whole separate video of this MACD chart, guys, because this MACD settings, the settings I have on my MACD, are not just the regular settings. I'm going to talk about the settings. I'm going to talk how I got the settings. This was from an old professional trader where I got these settings from, and I'll go over all that for you guys, that the strategy and things like that we're looking at. But if we get a MACD cross on the daily, you could definitely look for some more upside. So we'll keep an eye on that as well. We're going to go to SUI. Someone in the comments asked me to do SUI. So we're going to look at SUI, guys. Now, I haven't charted this ever, as you can see. This is on Coinbase. All right, so right here, we can see something right here. We already see what's going on. So it looks like we had some support right around the 236 area. And you can see how this was the last line in the sand. You had a little bit, it's not really touching there. You can see how it That was like the last little line, and then you saw the bounce before it came back into this area. So right now we're basically trading in this box right here. Okay, so can we see some stuff like this? Yeah, of course we're going to get a little bit more accurate with it, but we're going to, look for something like that maybe, or just trade sideways in this range for a while, something like this. But we're gonna really look at this in a minute. I'm just guessing this is the zone that we're looking for from here to here. Okay, that's the zone we're looking for right now. We don't want to see that zone break. If it does break under 236 or 230 even on a higher time frame, let's say into this box. Actually, you know what? I like this better. We like doing boxes here, guys, because there's always possibilities of wicks, and you don't want people get scared. And sometimes they'll wick you down and scare the market. So this would be our box right here. If I can get this to, I need to unlock that. What did I put this on? No, I want this right here. And then we want to draw this box from here into this area here. And this is what we would be looking at. So within that 236 to 218 zone, as long as this can stay above there, and this is on a 15-day. So let's change that actually. Let's go to a daily. But as long as we can stay above there, you can see this last candle where it came down and touched. This line right here is the 200-day moving average. So we're still in a bullish trend on SUI. You want to see this stay above that 200. You can see when it broke above it, the market started. The bull market started on this. It really started taking off. Okay, you can see where that happened with the 200-day moving average. You can see how we wicked it. So yeah, we definitely don't want to fall under this 200-day moving average, which is currently sitting at let's see, around $2.58, and we definitely don't want to see any kind of higher term time frame, even a daily or a 2-day closing underneath this 218 to 236. So as long as it's above there, we're still looking at something. All right, now let's look for some trends here on this, guys. Let's see where we can maybe get a breakout trade on some SUI, okay? Chop SUI. All right, let's look. Let's see what we got. All right, we got this. We got a little. Let's see this trend here, and then we're going to do this trend here. Sometimes I like to do these double trends if they line up good. So we're going to do like that. So this way we can kind of get an idea, because a lot of times when you see this break, you can see a test of this and then come back down. So you can see something like this. Where's my marker here? Let's see, right here. We're going to go here. We can see something like this where it comes up, breaks this, and then hits this trend here, comes back down, retest, doesn't close back underneath here, because then that would be bearish. So you'd want to see something like possibly something like this, where it breaks out of here, comes up, maybe gets rejected around this area, rolls back over and holds here, then pops, then goes, and then pops some more. Okay, that's kind of what you would be looking for on this. In this cycle right here, we don't want to see anything closing underneath here in this area. That would be bad. We don't want to see that. That's bad news. So we don't want to see anything coming down here, closing, and then you would be looking for some more downside. Okay, especially with the 200-day moving average. That kind of destroys a lot of things on this chart. If you start to see that go, let's see, what else can we see here? Let's go ahead and pull a fib up. Let's see if anything matches. Usually, there's a rhyme, there's a reason. Let's go from the very, very bottom of this trend and see where our golden pocket would be here. Let me get a magnet on there. Now let's see here. What do we got right here? We'll pull this up and look what you know, guys. Look at this. What do you know? So we're going to pull it up to this high right here. So we took the bottom of the low to the high, and this is technical analysis, right, Rona 1. Look at this, guys. It literally lines up perfect in our green pocket that we just drew. Look at the fib. The golden pocket's perfect. I mean, you can see how I'm doing this live in front of you guys. This is not live, but you know what I mean. I haven't charted this. This is a blank chart. I'm just doing this as we speak right now. And you can see how this is matching up. So yeah, it already retested there. So if there's going to be any kind of bounce, now could it go lower, maybe down to the 260s, or even get near this. You do not want to see this get a new low. If it's going to bounce, the bounce is going to be on now. To be honest with you, you want to see this thing bouncing right now. Where would be some good support? I don't trust that. So yeah, just around there. That's the support. This is the line in the sand on this, guys. Could it wick down to, let's see, the fib at the 213 mark, maybe, and then pop back up. But you definitely don't want to see any closes underneath this our box right here, guys. It could get dangerous anywhere from that 236 to 218 range, or even our fib at the 213, and then it'll be bearish, because you'll be under the 200. So yeah, that's some easy peasy. Now look at this, guys. So we got the stochastic on the daily. Each candle represents one day. This is looking like if the move's going to happen, it's going to happen here. The stochastic will stay crossed up above 265. We got potential bullish divergence here on the RSI. Let's see what else we got. Close to the MACD, you can see we had a fake out here, and kind of like a little peak here, which was another fake out. But you can see where the move really happened back here, and then it's kind of downhill, and then a little bit of pop here and there, but nothing too exciting to write home about. If you're looking for the bounce, this would be the area. Volatility is still kind of sideways looking, guys. It hit this trend already, hit this line in the sand already, and it bounced. The market liked that. They were looking for this move right here. Everybody was looking exactly what I was looking at. Because if this never happened, okay, I wouldn't have got this from this move. So say this was trading right here, I would have been waiting as a trader for hit this box, and it looks like everybody was waiting for that move. So it hit the box. You got the buying. Now let's see if it runs up from here. You definitely don't want to see it making a new low. SUI could possibly make some more from here, from this level at 322. Could it come down a little bit into that 265 range? Sure, and scare some more people? Yeah. But from this area here, you would like to see it break at least above that 383 level. That's what I'd be looking for SUI. So potential more upside, but not yet. There hasn't been much confirmation yet. We'll see if this bullish divergent gets confirmed. We'll see if this can cross on the MACD. We're going to see if the stochastic remains up. Volatility starts to move in the direction we want it to. And, this is okay. So, this is looking good. Maybe sideways and up from here, guys. So that's pretty much it for SUI. We could draw these trends, like I said, and that's what you would be looking for these breaks. Now, guys, if it comes up here, it does go higher, like we're saying, and it comes up here, gets rejected at this trend, that's when you could see it test either around this 200, but you don't want to make it a new low under here. And you definitely don't want to make it closing under here. Okay? But it could do that and then make a bounce. Or it could get rejected and start bringing it down here. And you don't want to see that. So those are things I'd be looking at for SUI. But right now, just maybe a little sideways, direction neutral kind of type of move right now. And then we'll get more clarity on it. So I could maybe give an update on this, a little bit down the road. And that's how we'll handle the SUI situation. And, like I said, guys, we'll make this happen in the future with live video. Guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Everything I say is just my opinion, educational purposes only. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at on these charts. And that's what I'm looking at for SUI and Bitcoin. And so that's it, guys, for tonight. Much love to you guys. Make sure you guys, hit the thumbs up, sub to the channel, put your comments in there. It means, it's just helping me out do these videos. And, hey, you guys are giving me some ideas. I know about SUI. I've seen the talk on it. I just never traded it before. So this is the first time I've even charted it. So pretty interesting. Oh, and just a quick thing, because I did a video on PLTR yesterday. It did make a nice move. It's still look at this guy. That's a huge. Okay, here's the thing, guys. I talked about it coming back down here. It's gonna happen. I don't care if this thing goes a lot higher than it is now. Well, it's not there is a 5%, but there's a 95% chance this fills gap. Usually with stocks, these gaps get filled. Okay, so if I was looking for buying, I'd just be patient here. Wait for that $85 range. That would be my thing on that. But, you never know. Nothing's guaranteed. It could not fill. It could fill 2 years from now. This is the thing with gaps, guys. It could fill this year, next year, or it could go down. It could go up to $200 and fill the gap, 6 months from now. But eventually, that looks like it's going to get filled. All right. So that's on PLTR. But yeah, I think that's it for tonight's video, guys. Just make sure you do all that. And much love to you guys, and good health, and peace out.